Should be good. Should be good. All right. How we doing, everybody? So today, it's push day. And I'm pretty excited for today because I just hit this leg day and I haven't even gotten to it in the editing process yet. But I just did a leg day and I swear it tanked my energy and they're beyond sore. But we introduced squats to the routine again. And they went really well in my opinion, so I think you guys will enjoy that as well. But anyway, we're gonna stick on topic. Push day today. What do we got going on? So we're gonna do normal shit pretty much, I think. I don't want to possibly lose out on potential arm gains for shoulders and triceps because we're only doing one exercise on each right now. But if you include rear delt flies, I guess it is probably 2 shoulder workouts, 2 shoulder exercises and 1 tricep exercise, but I don't know, should we take out one of the chest exercises so we can get some other ones in there or no? I don't know. Nah, I think we should probably stick to what we're doing. I think it's about 7:45 p.m. You know, I'm pretty tired. I took the pre, but I think you guys probably have noticed this by now. The intros at the house are always a little I'm just not as talkative yet. But when we get to the gym and do the brief check-in, I'm always way more, into it. Because I think it's just the pre-workout has had time to marinate. Plus, on the way to the gym, I'm always bumping music and getting hype in the car. And then I pull the camera back out, and then that's what you see. It's just the result of me just blaring music for 10 minutes on the way to the gym. Okay, I didn't really go over what we're doing today. Incline Smith machine to start. Machine flies. I guess we will do weighted dips just because they've been working out really well for us. And then we'll go over to shoulders. We'll do triceps last today, I think. We're going to switch that up a little bit. So we're going to do lat raises after that. Rear delt flies, which is weird, right? And then, wait. Let me think this over. No, we're not doing that. We're doing lat raises after chest, then push downs, and then rear delt flies. I think will be the order. But take everything I say, like in my intros and brief check-in, take everything I say there with a grain of salt because it's very likely that this will change as the video progresses. Most of the time it does. I'm just gonna be honest. I say a lot of stuff and a lot of the time it's wrong. It's blatantly wrong. Like I'm just wrong a lot. I don't know. You guys probably know this by now, but yeah, I just don't tend to really know, I guess, until I actually get in the gym and start moving. And then I know. But, I see the sun is setting over there. It looks pretty from what I can tell. But I'm pretty excited. I already said that, but I think we're going to have a great pump. I got the Ric Flair cutoff on underneath this shirt. I'm just wearing this into the gym, probably for a set or 2 just to get a warm-up going. And then we'll take it off. But honestly, it's just a lot nicer because when I don't have a pump, my muscles don't look that good, guys. But when I get the pump going, I feel a lot better about the way I look. Like I'm just talking about me editing my videos. Start of the workout, no pump with the cutoff. Bruh, I'm not that happy editing that shit. As the pump starts building and I start working out, it's like, okay, now we're in business. You know what I mean? People might not be ultimately happy that I'm kind of saying negative things about alcohol, but I'm just gonna say what it is, and the facts behind it, scientific facts. Even 1 small cup of alcohol can disrupt muscle protein synthesis for up to 72 hours. And now it does not matter the quantity of alcohol consumed. Even a small glass can disrupt it for up to 72 hours, meaning for 3 days, you might be eating all these crazy protein sources, or you might be going nuts on your diet, but you just partied on the weekend. So like your first half of the week, most of that protein is not actually being absorbed. And it's just a waste. I mean, alcohol destroys your gut lining. It destroys all the good bacteria within your gut microbiome. So your metabolic rate would be heavily affected. overall just normal bodily functions would, and just your overall health. I mean, there's so much to talk about this, but you guys kind of see where I'm coming from. If you want to be serious with your fitness and health, I heavily suggest you do not touch alcohol. And I don't think people really understand, like, oh, alcohol's bad, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But they don't, especially people in fitness, they don't understand how detrimental it is. But we're going to stop talking about this. I'm going to get to the gym. The pre's kicking in. Yeah, I'll see you guys there. I'm really excited to get a nice pump going. Did I just turn it off or some bullshit? I don't know. No, we're good. I mean, it should be good. Should be. All right, guys. We made it to the gym. Few people here. Not a big deal. I spot 3 cars, and that's really not as much as I was thinking there would be. So that's honestly pretty chill. We're gonna get in there and have a great push day today. Man, hair's going crazy. It's really getting cut this weekend, so very soon. I really need to get rid of it because it's getting to be too freaking much. So I'm trimming out the sides, way down, getting rid of a lot on the top. It's just gonna be easier to handle, especially since weather's warming up now. I don't want no weird tan lines, you know what I mean? It's not the move. But I cannot wait. We're probably gonna be here for at least two hours. 2 hours, 15 minutes maybe, including flexing and all that good shit. But it's gonna be a good one. I can sense it. You just have that feeling, that gut feeling, when it's just gonna be a real good fucking workout. And right now is one of them times, and this pre's making me itch, man. Fuck. But yeah, I've been not really taking that much pre recently, which is good, because I feel like it's just a lot better to, take as little as possible. It's pretty hard on your heart, not only the caffeine, but all the other stimulants that are in pre-workout. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping. Let's get inside. I need to start lifting some weight. But I'll see you guys in a second. Let's get the fuck up on my ice, yeah. All right, first set, we're gonna do a plate and a 25 on either side. Just take it 6 to 8. Really just emphasizing the warm up. Make sure the blood's flowing before we go up any heavier. But this should be a good first set, I'm sure. I'm gonna adjust this bench a little bit. Good first set. All right, second set, we're gonna do 2 plates. I'm not expecting to really get a huge volume, set, but we're just gonna take it as far as we can, and we'll drop set to a lower weight to just kind of close out the volume we need, but we'll take it from there. We're still gonna try to go as many reps as I possibly can get on this set right here. I should have put my wrists differently on that set. There's a lot of pressure, but that's why I try to readjust during that set, but still got a decent set. I think I would have had one more though if my wrists were in a better position from the beginning. So I unracked it kind of wrong. It's whatever. All right, third set. We're gonna get more volume on this set, and I'll make sure my wrists are in a lot better of a position, but it'll be a good set. Oh, this is really low, hold up. I'm not gonna be able to get under this shit. Better volume. A lot better. Okay, so we'll do a final set here, more volume. Probably just stick to 6 to 8. We're not even going to be able to get above 8 reps at all. But after this, we'll go to flies. Do about 3 over there. Then weighted dips. And that'll conclude the chest emphasis portion of our push day. And we'll go over to shoulders and do lat raises and push downs. Then rear delt flies to conclude. We're on our first set of chest flies. We'll do 250 to start. Already warmed up, so we don't need to do lightweight to warm up here. We'll just get straight into it with max intensity. Guess we won't go up in weight. We'll just keep it lower, get better, more, all the way full range of motion. And be way better than doing that every set. There's also a higher risk of injury as well. All right, second set, chest flies. 235. Incline already that tired me out quite a lot. We still have so much more to do, so I can't be saying that. It's crazy intensity sets every time, bro. It's just a lot. Oh, you're good. Were you moving over for me? All right, we're gonna do our last set here on chest flies before we go to weighted dips. And we do about 3 sets over there, starting heavy and working our way down. Yeah, we're just going to do 205 here to make sure we're still getting a good set that's not too under volume. And I think this will be the way to make that happen. Yeah, I just want to take minimal rest periods today, be more efficient about it, not dilly-dally too long.
All right, well, we're done with these. Go to weighted dips. Flies really have a way of just absolutely destroying you. My chest is getting fried. We still have to do more lower chest work, which honestly is not that bad. All right, we're doing our first set of weighted dips. We're gonna start heavier with 2 plates. We're not gonna be able to do a crazy amount of reps, but we'll drop it down to 1 plate after and we'll be able to rep this shit out way easier. Happens every time. But I'm still wanting to get at least 4 or 5 would be real nice with this weight. I'd be happy with it. It's a lot heavier today. Never mind, we can't do 4, we can only do 3. It's pretty upsetting. Alright, that set was very below average. It was a shitty set. Kind of annoyed me to an extent. So maybe it'll fuel me for the rest of the workout. But it really was way below par. We're gonna do 1 plate now, rep this shit out. I think it might just be like almost we should just rep this shit out till we can't, so go to failure. Unless we exceed like 10, 12 reps, and then we'll have to cut it off because then it'll just be junk volume. But as long as we don't exceed that, just take this shit till we can't. Yeah, probably 9 or 10. I wasn't gonna be able to do anymore. I guess we'll go to triceps. No. Go to lat raises. That's what we said. There we go. Okay, we're gonna do our first set here. 35s on lat raises. Then we'll go up to 40s for the second set once our rotator cuff is more warmed up. But that's usually how it goes. Second set, 40s. Do as many as we can with this weight as well. Ooh, my hand. These are tight as fuck. Gotta stretch more, I think. practice. We go now. See how many we can even do. 35 is not heavy enough, to be honest with you. That's all. All right, we're gonna do 35s for this final set here. And then we'll do push downs, and then we'll do reared out flies to conclude the push day. I'm already getting real tired. And I feel like we should be incorporating more than just one shoulder movement. I know reared outs is basically a shoulder movement, but is it really? Or is it a back movement? So, I don't know, we might want to switch this around in the future. Not today, but maybe we'll bench weighted dips and do another shoulder mover or tricep mover. One of the two. Oh. All right, first set, push downs. We're gonna do 87.5, one away from the whole stack, 6 to 8 reps. I mean, I say 6 to 8 on everything. It's not like I'm gonna randomly switch up and say 8 to 12 or something different any of these times. But let's crank it out. And don't think we'll do the whole stack because it'd be too much ego lift in there, and I wouldn't be satisfied with it. Be a little disappointing. So one off the whole stack, and then we'll drop accordingly to get the remainder of the volume we need for triceps. That's about it. But yeah, less talking, more working. All right, it's gonna smack me in the face. That was a good first set. This needs to stop moving, bro. Chill the fuck out. All right, first set was good. We are gonna drop the weight just so we can get some good reps. Then I don't have to lean in as much because honestly, I consider that partially cheating. I like to remain as strict as possible. But I mean, if I got to do that towards the end of a set, sort of as a way of maybe almost getting partials, it's a different story. So, I don't know. Situational, very, very situational. Hi, sorry. Thanks, it's Ric Flair. Yeah, dude, Perry gave me this for like 4 years ago as a t-shirt. I made a cutoff as it, and now I'm rocking the shit. Thanks, bro. I do like Ric Flair, so that's a pretty fire, you got some pretty fire foot attire. Yeah. I already got my 6 to 8. No, I still need to get you doing that shit. I have a lot to make up for how many times you did it to me. That means I'm gonna have to carry you. That's a lot of work on my part.
It's your push.
Come on, push. Push. Come on. One more. One more. Come on. Good. I know you were. All right, guys. So first set, reared out flies. We're gonna do 3 sets total here. We'll start out at 175, so decently heavy, honestly. It'll make me fight for this first one. Yeah, those are brutal. Every second of that. Second set of reared out flies. We'll drop the weight down. Oh, I already did. I just forget I do stuff. We'll do 160. And this is really the one exercise that I really don't mind going above 8 reps on. All the other ones, we'll stay in that 6 to 8. But here, we could probably benefit a bit more from hitting more in the 10 to 12 rep range area, at least in my opinion. Oh my God. I'm done with this shit.
No, I wore a size 6 shoe. It did not work. I might be trespassing.
What?
You're supposed to get out of here by 7? I don't think it's 9.
Well, I mean, you can stay as long as you want. You're just going to have to battle the janitor. He's kicked me out a few times.
As long as I'm polite about it, long as I offer it.
That's
I'm
true.
saying hell
That's
yes.
true. This is true, Dale.
I'm saying a big old hell yeah to that.
What'd you say?
I said, fuck, do you want to start on this?
No.
Felt like the rest of help. Okay. Yeah. Okay, okay. Oh, okay. There's a little bit of shit.
So much better.
And we actually look like shit.
This is true. We'll really know what shit looks like. Well, guys, I just finished the workout. I just wanted to show you a little bit. That's the actual building that they're building. Currently, the new gym that's gonna supposedly be for us. This is the gym that we just came out of. I'm gonna back up a little bit just so you guys can see it. Because you guys really have never seen, that's my car. But you guys have really never seen what the gym looks like from the outside, and there's nobody here. So I just wanted to kind of go around and show you what it looks like. And this is what it looks like from the outside. A whole bunch of construction. Oh, there's a golf cart coming down there. Okay, how we doing, everybody? It is 10:34 p.m. I am back home from the gym. Since I don't work for a few days, this is gonna be a time where I heavily prioritize my training, my diet, and my recovery. So sleep, everything like that, you know. Because I feel like I've been waking up pretty early, so my sleep has been just a little bit affected. I've been going to bed at a good time too, though, because I want to make sure I'm getting perfect sleep. Because I'm going to tell you this now, the more and more research I do on the effects of sleep deprivation, not only on your health, but muscle gain, it's like the worst thing that you can do. I bought stuff to make sloppy joes tonight. When I got out of work, I bought it all. So I didn't expect myself to be this tired right now. And I honestly expected myself to be home maybe at an earlier time, maybe just 10. But I'm still going to make it because, I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can't go to sleep hungry, especially after a workout. You need to do whatever you can to make sure you get your protein in, especially post-workout and especially before you go to sleep. Maybe nothing crazy, like I'm going to eat a pretty hefty amount, I'm sure, but the more you eat right before bed, it does seem to have a negative effect on my sleep. So I like to minimize my eating. Sorry. I like to minimize my eating like 2-3 hours before bed. So, you know, so there's not as much digestion happening and more everything else can just shut down and relax, and when I go to sleep everything is recharging like it's supposed to. So, but anyway, I want to do more vlogging, actual vlogging content in my videos, so that's going to be something I start working on more as well. But besides that, guys, today was a phenomenal workout. I got a scratch for some reason. This has been a fantastic workout, guys. I really appreciate you all continuing to watch my videos and support me. I will see you guys in the next one. It'll be a pull day, and I'm excited to get a crazy back pump going on. But you guys are the true goats. Appreciate you a lot. Oh, my legs are sore.